Emma, were you confident before you started speaking English regularly?
No, I was waiting for confidence to arrive, but apparently it missed the bus.
That is the first myth. Confidence must come before action.
In reality, confidence usually grows after small successful actions.
So today, we are not telling learners to just be confident.
Good, because that advice is about as useful as telling a tired person to just have energy.
We will build confidence with preparation, recovery skills, and realistic practice.
And we will make speaking feel safer, one conversation at a time.
What is the easiest way to create a small speaking win?
Choose a short interaction with a clear beginning and ending.
Like ordering coffee or asking where something is.
Exactly. You know the goal, the likely question, and a useful answer.
Why does that help confidence?
Your brain receives evidence that you can communicate successfully.
One small win is better than one huge, frightening challenge.
Yes, confidence is built with evidence, not motivational wallpaper.
Many learners feel nervous during the first few seconds.
That is why I prepare my opening line before an important conversation.
Give us examples.
Hi, I have a quick question. Excuse me, could you help me? Or I would like to ask about this.
Once the opening is ready, your brain has less work to do.
And the other person usually responds in a predictable way.
You can prepare a closing line too.
Yes, thank you for your help. That answers my question. Have a great day.
What should learners do when the other person speaks too fast?
Ask for control. Say, could you speak a little more slowly?
Some learners feel embarrassed to ask.
But asking is a communication skill, not a failure.
What other phrases are useful?
Can you say that again? Did you mean this? And let me check that I understood.
Those phrases turn confusion into a normal part of the conversation.
Exactly. You do not need to pretend you understood everything.
What happens when you make a mistake in the middle of a sentence?
I correct it briefly if needed, then continue.
Can you show us?
I went there tomorrow. Sorry, I mean yesterday. Then I continue the story.
No long apology, and no emergency meeting about the grammar.
Exactly. Most listeners care about your message, not your mistake report.
A recovery phrase protects the flow.
Use sorry, I mean, let me say that again, or what I wanted to say was.
Does the way we use our voice affect confidence?
Yes, speak clearly, finish the sentence, and allow a short pause when you need one.
Some learners become very quiet when they feel nervous.
A slightly stronger voice can help both the listener and the speaker.
Should they try to sound like a different person?
No, keep your own personality. Clear English is more important than a perfect accent.
And breathing matters too.
One slow breath before speaking can reduce the feeling of rushing.
Why are questions useful for a nervous speaker?
A good question moves some of the speaking work to the other person.
That sounds strategically intelligent.
I prefer to call it friendly efficiency.
What questions keep a conversation moving?
How about you? What do you think? How did that happen? And what do you recommend?
Then listen for one detail and ask a follow-up question.
You do not need a perfect speech. You need genuine interest and a few useful questions.
How can someone practice without jumping into the hardest situation?
Use a confidence ladder from easy practice to real conversation.
What is the first step?
Say the sentence alone, then record it, then practice with a trusted person.
And after that,
Use it in a short real interaction, then try a longer conversation.
each step is slightly more difficult, but not overwhelming.
That is how courage becomes a repeatable habit instead of one dramatic moment.
What did you say to yourself after a difficult conversation?
At first, I only noticed what went wrong.
What changed?
I started asking 3 questions. What worked, what was difficult, and what will I try next?
That turns a bad feeling into useful information.
Yes, say I communicated the main idea instead of my English was terrible.
Honest reflection helps. Harsh judgment does not.
Speak to yourself like a patient coach, not an angry exam paper.
Let us rehearse a short conversation that often makes learners nervous.
We will imagine that I need information at a reception desk.
What opening line will you prepare?
Excuse me, I have a quick question about my appointment.
The receptionist speaks quickly. What do you say?
Sorry, could you speak a little more slowly?
You understand most of the answer, but one detail is unclear.
Let me check that I understood. The appointment is at 3:30, right?
You accidentally say Thursday, but the correct day is Tuesday.
Sorry, I mean Tuesday. Then I continue without a long apology.
The conversation is finished. What closing line do you use?
Thank you, that answers my question. Have a great day.
Was the English perfect?
Probably not, but the communication was successful and respectful.
That successful result is the evidence that builds confidence.
Exactly. Confidence remembers completed actions better than imagined disasters.
Now practice the same structure for a restaurant, a store, or a phone call.
Prepare an opening, 1 clarification phrase, 1 recovery phrase, and a closing.
That gives you a small safety system inside the conversation.
And when you feel safer, your real personality has more room to appear.
After the conversation, record one thing that worked well.
Then choose only one improvement for next time, instead of criticizing everything.
Small specific improvement is useful. General self-criticism is not.
Your next conversation does not need a new personality. It only needs one better step.
Give us a simple 7-day confidence challenge.
Every day, complete one small speaking action that takes less than 5 minutes.
Examples.
Ask 1 question, send 1 voice message, repeat 1 dialogue, or record a short answer.
Write down the action after you finish it.
At the end of the week, you will have 7 pieces of evidence that you can speak.
Subscribe and keep practicing real English with us.
Confidence is not a gift. It is a result, and you can build it. Confidence grows after small successful actions. Now repeat.
Recover. Learn how to recover calmly after a mistake. Now repeat.
Predictable. A familiar situation feels more predictable. Now repeat.
Follow-up question. Ask a follow-up question about one detail. Now repeat.
Evidence. Every completed conversation gives you evidence of progress. Now repeat. Let's review the useful phrases. Could you speak a little more slowly? Sorry, I mean. Let me check that I understood. How about you? Great work.